Teddy time came early last night. After just one series for Vikings quarterback Matt Castle, the Vikings had seen enough. Time to put in the rookie. Teddy Bridgewater, 6 of 13 for 49 yards, no touchdowns, and one miscue. It's a fumble, but it was recovered by the Vikings. He was what they thought he'd be, a rookie. At times, he looked like he was very comfortable, and others, like he was a little tentative.
You know, when you play within your character and play within yourself, you know, things come easily. And when you have a coaching staff like the staff that we have, you know, they make playing come easy where you're not anxious or anything. So it was great to be able to just get out there for that first game and to get a feel of what it's like to take a snap in the National Football League.
So good first showing for Bridgewater. Check this out. Last night, just minutes after the game ended, the changeover began, getting the Vikings logo off the field at TCF Bank Stadium and getting the Gopher logo back on the field. All this for the Gopher scrimmage that kicked off this afternoon at 4:40 p.m. And you know what? Here is said TCF Bank Stadium. Look at that. Ready for today's Gopher football scrimmage. Senior running back David Cobb hopes to build off his big season last year. He breaks a few tackles, runs up the right sideline for a nice little run. Later on, Mitch Leidner, all by himself in the pocket, throws for the end zone, but he gets picked off by Derek Wells just outside the end zone. Head coach Jerry Kill, not going to like that. Then Roderick Williams Jr. gets the handoff, but he is stopped behind the line by linebacker Ray Dixon. The Gophers defense looking good as they get ready for their first game against Eastern Illinois on August 28th. The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde act, that is Kyle Gibson, was on full display last night as his ERA and losses ballooned to 11.83 in his 9th of the year. Good news is his ERA and wins is just 1.05. Twins trailing 6-2 in the top of the 7th. Chris Parmalee lines a base hit, stays just inside the third baseline, bounces around in the corner, and meanwhile Trevor Plouffe and Oswaldo Arcia come in to score. Twins cut the lead to 6-4. Very next batter, Eduardo Nunez, finds the gap in right center for a double. Parmalee easily scores to make it 6-5. The Twins get the go-ahead run at the plate in the 9th, but Josh Willingham doesn't even try. He strikes out looking to end the game. Twins lose 6-5. Exciting news for the Twins tonight. Trevor May will get his first start for the Twins since they acquired him in the Ben Revere trade with Philadelphia. May spent all of last year in AAA playing for the Rochester Red Wings. This year, May is 8-6 with 2.93 ERA, has given up 75 hits and struck out 91 batters. The Minnesota Lynx travel to Phoenix tonight for what is being called their biggest game of the year as they fight for home court advantage in the playoffs. A win would move the Lynx to a half game back of the Mercury in the Western Conference, and a loss will put the team 2.5 games behind Phoenix and basically lock in Minnesota as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Game time in Phoenix, 9 p.m. Now, despite a few slip-ups, Rory McIlroy has once again positioned himself to be his own toughest competition going into the final day of the PGA Championships. Ricky Fowler, on the 10th hole with a long birdie putt, sinks it to move to 10 under to tie for the lead, and he sits in third place at 11 under par. A surprise name atop the leaderboard, Bernd Weisberger on 17. His second shot lands just short of the hole. Good for him. He birdies it, and he's in second place at 12 under. The leader coming into the day, Rory McIlroy, drains his birdie putt, moves to 11 under. McIlroy finishes the day at 13 under, and he's leading heading into the final round.